And let me go ahead and record so that we have this puppy archived. That's it. All right. Mentorship Masters Orientation. This is going to be an incredible meeting. By the way, long time no see. I know some of you guys joined me last week. We had um, our roundtable meetup where we had just had a family meeting where we just got together and kind of hung out, let you guys know all the new stuff going on. This is going to be different. This one's not going to be like the one we had last week. Now, by the way, if you weren't on last week's, make sure you go back and check it out because it was powerful. We had a lot of big announcements, contests, and a lot of big stuff going on. But this is our orientation. Now, what is member orientation? Well, member orientation really is for three different kinds of people. Okay, three different kinds of people. And if you're one of these, you're in the right place. Number one, Mentorship Masters orientation is for brand new agents, brand new to Mentorship Masters. Maybe not brand new to real estate, but brand new to the Mentorship Masters group. This is the right place for you. Number two, people that have been with us, agents that have been with us for a little while at Mentorship Masters. You've been here, but you haven't really plugged in. You want to know everything that's available. That's what this is all about. So that's for you as well. And also for those of you that are considering maybe at some point down the road, it could be next week, it could be tomorrow, it could be next month, next year. You're thinking about becoming a mentorship master and you're checking out what we have to offer. So this is for you as well. So welcome everybody. Hope y'all had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I'll just quickly tell you about mine. I had a good time, but it did rain. It rained here for the 4th of July, on and off, but we had a lot of fun. I had a hamburger, a hot dog, and French fries. Woo! I was off the rails on that one. But the burger I had was a Impossible Burger. I don't know if any of y'all have had the Impossible Burger. I kind of like this. So it's a vegan burger, but the hot dog was real. So hey, whatever. I did 50% vegan. But so I had a good time. We hung out with family. We have friends that have a pool. And so some of you guys don't know this, but Uncle Nolly, up until a couple of weeks ago, did not know how to swim. That's right. I didn't know how to swim, but Josie and I took swimming lessons. We've been taking swimming lessons we took them for a couple of weeks at a friend's pool, and we got pretty good at it. So I mean, we're not champions yet, but we're pretty good. So that I'm having an eventful summer. I don't know what else to say about it. Eventful summer. So what I want to do though, I want to go ahead and kick this off because we've got a lot of ground to cover as a group. I see a lot of you guys are here. I'm super excited for that. So thank you guys for being here. There's a lot of you guys on. That's cool. Looks like there's 21 of you on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And when I do, I bet you it's going to pick up. Yep, I knew it was going to pick that up. Let me. All right, so we're going live, so that's what that's all about. So what I want to do, let me open up our orientation, and okay, thumbs up. You can see my screen. You can see it? Okay, cool, cool. All right, good. So this is the Mentorship Masters orientation. If you have a question or a comment or anything like that, be sure to pop it right there in the chat. I'll make sure to address that as well. Also want to welcome Chris Capistrano, Patty Lynn Guilford to our to our orientation. Hope you succeed. I'll talk more about them as we do the presentation. So welcome you guys as well. So welcome to our Mentorship Masters. I love you guys. I appreciate you. You've decided to partner with me and you didn't do it by accident. You did it on purpose because you want to succeed and you want to succeed at a high level. So a little bit about me for those of you that are new or haven't seen this is number one, I've been an entrepreneur for 30 plus years, over 30 years, sold over 1,000 listings my first 10 years in the business. I've launched multiple 6 and 7 figure businesses. And now my life is really dedicated to helping you succeed. That's what I'm all about, is paying it forward and helping you become as successful as possible. Now, this is a couple of pictures of me. Um, you know, back before COVID, I used to travel all over the nation. Some of you guys saw me live. Maybe that's the first time you ever saw me and met with me. I know Sam Silver, first time he saw, Uncle Nolly was live in a class, and so high five those of you that saw me. And this is what I did. This is how I would spend the majority of my time back before Zoom. Okay, now we do a lot of stuff by Zoom, but I still do the live events. I also like to write books, so I've got Success with Listings. That's a national bestseller, as well as Triple My Listings to help you succeed at a very, very high level. Both of those are on Amazon. And of course, if you're watching this, you're a mentorship master, those are also available to download in our mentorship masters portal. So I'll share with you how to do that as well. So mentorship masters is really about living your dream life. When? Right now. Okay. I always want to remind you guys, earning a quarter million or more a year, working 20 to 30 hours a week or less, having nights and weekends off, taking 4 to 5 vacations a year, and being debt free. That's the trajectory of a mentorship master. Okay, that's the trajectory that we go for. So, if you're not reaching this success, we'll talk about why that is and how to get the success that you deserve here in a moment. But this is why I came up with this group to help you achieve these goals and beyond. Okay. Now we practice what we call spiritual business mastery. And every time that I teach and train and coach, I'll be teaching from these 8 pillars, which are mindset, activities, people, systems, tools, money, accountability, and training. Okay. If you've got these 8 pillars and you have them in balance in your life, you're going to have a rocking and successful business. Okay. But the truth is, you have to have all 8 of them. And that's when you look at the totality of my training, it really is about number one, helping you develop the right mindset. Okay. And then helping you do the right activities, okay, to achieve success, which is first and foremost lead generation. And then partnering with the right people, systems, and tools so that you can make your journey quicker, more fun, and easy. Write this down. I choose to make it fun and easy. That's the Mentorship Master's affirmation. I choose to make it fun and easy. Okay. So people, systems, and tools will help you. Nobody succeeds alone, guys. Nobody. All right. And then money mindset. Many of my students come to me with a very poor money mindset. So it doesn't matter how much money you make, you'll still have what scripture calls a money bag with holes in it. Okay. We want to not have that. We want to alleviate that. And then accountability and training are very important. You have to be accountable to someone, okay? And a person that's accountable to themselves doesn't work, okay? You have to have, if you want to achieve to your highest goal, your highest standard, your highest level, accountability is very important for you, as well as continuing to snap into the right training. And that's about doing the right things in the right order, not doing the right things in the wrong order, because that doesn't lead to success either. Okay. And then, of course, you guys already know that I teach the 4 bodies. We have a physical body, we have a mental body, we have an emotional body, and we have a spiritual body. We have 4 bodies. So that kind of encapsulates what we teach here at Mentorship Masters, or what I like to, anytime that you see me teach, it's going to be from this framework. Okay. Now, here's our goal at Mentorship Masters. We want to help 3 different kinds of what we call business owners. Okay, number one, we call newbie Ned. Okay, and you should identify with one. You're going to find yourself somewhere in here. And newbie Ned he's in his first few years of business, not quite meeting his goals yet. Ned needs and here's what Ned needs. He needs to get his feet under him, and is confused about what to do to generate steady business. Okay, so for newbie Ned, if you're brand new to real estate, or you feel brand new, okay, or you starting over, you're newbie Ned, and your biggest question is what? Nolly, what do I do? Okay. Now the second business owner is Coasting Crystal. Now Crystal has been in business for some time. She's gained a clientele and is coasting on what we call a semi-steady business. Okay. Crystal needs to maximize her impact and income to move from feast or famine mode, and is confused about how to do this. So for Coasting Crystal, the big question is how? Okay. So for newbie Ned, it's Knolly. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? For Coast and Crystal, it's like, how do I do this? And how do I go from feast or famine? In other words, I've got a big paycheck today, but I don't know where my next deal's coming from, to having a steady pipeline of business. Then there's a third kind of business owner, which we call Rockstar Rick. Okay. Now, here's the thing about Rockstar Rick. Rick is on fire. Okay. Rick is making good money and is constantly looking for ways to grow his personal and his business life. Okay. Now, so if you're Rockstar Rick, the cool thing is that means you're doing it. You're making money. You're successful. But here's your biggest pain point. Rick desires to grow, and his biggest issue is knowing who to hire or partner with so that he can grow to his ultimate potential. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're newbie Ned, coasting Crystal, or rockstar Rick. Everybody identify with one of these? Let me see. Let me see. Show of hands if you identify with one of these. Okay, I see your hands. All right. So, and it doesn't matter, you know, which one you are. Your pain point is either going to be what, how, or who. Okay. And by the way, when you're making a lot of money in real estate, like Rockstar Rick, you got a big pain point. And it's like, how do I get out of the daily grind of this business? Okay. Who do I hire to do that? Now, how to achieve success. I want to talk to you guys about the 5 steps to achieving success. This is quite interesting. This is something that God gave me right from scripture. Number one, okay, and by the way, all of you guys have already done this. So I want to give you kudos. I want to give you a big high five because you've already done what I'm teaching right here, or you wouldn't be at Mentorship Masters. Number one, you have to leave where you are. Now, many of you, when you joined Mentorship Masters, you were at a different brokerage. Okay, you had to leave where you were and come over here. That's step number one. And you remember in scripture, uh, God came to Abraham and said, leave where you are and go to a land that I will show you. Okay. Leave where you are and go to a land that I will show you. And Abraham was like, well, where am I going? Don't worry about that. I'll show you where you're going. So, number one, you had to leave where you were. Then you had to go to the flow. That's step number two. Now, the reality is a lot of real estate agents are very afraid to leave where they are. They love their broker. They like their brokerage that they're at. They're comfortable. Okay. And they have a lot of loyalty. So they're just afraid to do what you've done and leave where they were. It's scary. Okay. And then you go to the flow, or some people say, go where you can grow. Go where you can grow. So that's step number two. You guys have already done that. You're here at Mentorship Masters. Step number three is do what the master says. So you remember when Abraham was told to go to a land, he left Ur and he went to a land that God was going to show him. Okay. He went with the flow. And then he had to, every step of the way, God told him, okay, now I want you to do this. And now I want you to do this. And now I want you to do that. Well, you'll find at Mentorship Masters, Uncle Nolly is doing that for you. So I'm telling you, hey, now it's time for you to do this. Well, Nolly, that doesn't make sense. Just trust me. Trust me. I've been here before. I've gone where you're going. Okay. I've been there. Okay. I made my first $1 million when I was 29 years old, made 2 million that year. And I've made millions of dollars since then, and I've lost millions. Okay. I want to get you on easy street, the easy track to success. It doesn't have to be hard. Okay. And then number four, you got to know what you want. Okay. And a better way to put that is know what you desire, know what you desire and require. Okay. Because this is the way that God Almighty, the universe, rewards you. You got to know what you are going for. What's your goal? What do you want to achieve? Okay, why are you here? What can we build together? And then step number five is enjoy the results. Okay, when you're on the top of the mountain, like for example, when I came to EXP, it was very difficult. I loved Keller Williams. I loved Gary Keller. I was in his inner circle. I could reach out to Gary. I could text him. I could email him. I could call his office. He would take my calls. And so it was difficult. It was a hard move to make, but I knew I had to make it. Okay, and I told myself I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to help these agents to get success. I'm going to help my family, my mentorship masters, get success. And that's what I did. I did it for 2 years. It's been 2.5 years. And now I'm really enjoying the results, guys. Now, I'm not resting on my laurels by any means, But at some point, you do have to enjoy the promised land that God is bringing you into. So that's how you achieve success. And it's no different for any agent that joins us, no different from me, no different for you. Okay. Now let's take a look at what you get. I'm gonna walk you through. And by the way, if you've got someone that's considering mentorship masters, or you've got people in your group, okay, that you're shepherding, because many of you are going out and you're bringing mentorship masters in. I know you guys are doing it. I see you every day. You guys are doing it. Share this video with them as well, because it's going to help them understand what we're all about. So what do you get? I'm going to go through this very quickly. First of all, mentorship masters is faith-based and Christ-centered. Okay. Now, by the way, I say that, but all are welcome. Everybody is welcome here, here at Mentorship Masters. But those are the tenets of how we're founded. You're really joining a family that's dedicated to your success. This is not a group. It's not a just my homies. No, this is family. This is what we're about. You started an 80-20 split. You know that's how it works at EXP. We have a low $16,000 cap. You can easily earn over 100% commission. I have people tell me, Knolly, I'm at a 100% commission company. I'm like, well, why would you settle for 100%? I know at EXP, every year I've been here, I've made more than 100% commission. Okay. EXP's paid me a lot more than I paid to them, right? So monthly technology and training fee is only 85 a month. You guys already know a lot of this, but I want to repeat it. No franchise fees, no royalty fees, no desk fees, no hidden fees. You get to keep your identity. That's right. So you can use your own team name, your logo, your colors, your branding. Now it's per state and local rules, but we don't care. If you want to go orange and green for your logo and how you want to roll, that's up to you. You can call your company, your name, of your company, whatever you choose, as long as it follows local and state guidelines. So you basically, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. That's what my buddy Mark Phillips likes to say. You receive company stock awards for doing the same things that you were doing at your previous brokerage. You get KV Core lead generation website valued at $500 a month. Now, I recommend that you jump in there and learn KV Core. Don't just get it, learn it. And it does take some time to learn. I get it. It's a learning curve, but it's a once and done. It's a one-time activity. I actually spent 7 hours. Now, I don't want to scare you, but this is what Uncle Nolly did. I spent 7 hours at a Starbucks, okay, and I learned KV Core. It took me one day to do it. It took 7 hours, but guess what? Now it takes a few hours to learn and a lifetime to earn, right? So you also get SkySlope transaction management. You can office out of any of over 3,000 different Regis locations. You get access to over 80 hours of live training weekly. We have more than 600 full-time employees. By the way, last time at last count, we have now over 700 full-time employees. So if you're wondering, am I going to get the help I need? Yes, you are. Okay. We have weekly coaching calls and with my board of directors and business partners, and I'll share with you what those are as well. Every single week we have coaching calls. In fact, we have them almost every day. All of my tools and systems, you get them absolutely free, which includes my pre-listing package, my editable seller guide, all my forms and everything. You get the online portal where you can access hundreds of hours of my personal training and coaching. You get private VIP retreats with me and my mentorship masters, our mentorship masters, I should say, exclusive accountability partner, okay, and free trainings to help you grow your revenue share and so much more. So you get a lot of stuff when you join Mentorship Masters. And I want to thank you again for joining. Now, EXP is breaking all kinds of growth records. You guys have seen this before. These are our rankings. This information just came out about 3 weeks ago. We were ranked number one top mover for transactions, number one top independent brokerage in North America, fastest growing brokerage in the history of the world, by the way. Number one top 5-year mover for transactions. Okay, so if anybody asks, hey, is EXP producing? Are we doing production? Yes. um, Top mover for volume. Number two, we're number three for closed transaction sides in the nation, and we're number four for closed sales volume. Okay, and those numbers are going to continue to increase. Why? Because we're adding over 1,000 agents a week to EXP. Okay, so these numbers are going to continue to shatter. In fact, if you look at this, look at these from 2019 to 2020, we went from 130,000 sides to 238,000 sides. Okay. It's just incredible. The growth is just phenomenal. Back in 2016, we did less than 10,000 sides. Okay. Now we're over 229,000. Crazy, crazy growth. Okay. So I promised I'd introduce you to Patty Lynn Guilford. Patty Lynn is the director of Mentorship Masters, one of the top organizations at EXP. And here's the thing, Patty Lynn has personally closed over 400 transactions herself. Okay. She's got herself a pre-law degree, and she's really focused on helping you succeed at a very high level. So if you've talked to Patty Lynn, I would say reach out and thank her. She's my business partner. She's here to help you succeed. Also on the call is Chris Capistrano. Chris has been working with me for over 7 years, okay? And he's here dedicated to your success. He's been with me through thick and thin. In fact, Chris started with me before I started my coaching company. So they're both here to serve and help you. So there's four things that I want to really hone in on before I kind of open it up for questions and stuff. And I want to kind of drill down on this so you guys understand the full breadth of all that you get and how to get access to it. Number one, we have a Mentorship Masters portal. Okay. So in the portal, you have two main things that I want you to start off with as a new master. Number one is going to be your first 30 days. Now, if you've never done this, go back and do it. Very, very important that you start your success off correctly. And then the second thing, or A is your first 30 days, B is your 12-step, what we call success path. 12-step success path. So what I want to do, I want to show you, and I just want to make sure you got, so first thing you're going to do is log into the Mentorship Masters portal. Okay. And if you don't know how to log in, you should have already received all the information on how to log in when you first became a master. But if you're, missing any of that information or whatever, reach out to Chris Capistrano. Okay. He can help you. You can text him at this number up here, 512-982-4605. You can text him there and he will help you, or you can call him at that number, either one. He'll help you get in here. So this is a portal that I've put together, and let me make sure, Chris, you guys can see the screen with the portal here. See? Okay, cool. So let me share with you where you're going to start. Now, I'm going to walk you through what all of this is right now, and then I'm going to go back and share with you where to start. Okay. So first of all, when you log into the portal, you'll notice on the left-hand side, there's a lot of tabs. Now, if you're logging into this with a mobile device, it looks a little bit different. You can log in either way, but when you select, if you're on a mobile device, it's going to be different in that when you select one of these tabs and you go to a lesson, the lessons actually, instead of populating on the right, this populates on the right. On the, when it comes to the, to an iPhone or an Android, the lesson's actually going to populate to the bottom. Okay, so you're going to click on the lesson and then you scroll to the bottom to access the lesson. Okay, now every one of these tabs is considered, like when you see these tabs on the left, those are considered like categories, if you will, lesson categories. And within each tab, there are a number of different options, different lessons. So it starts with the welcome, and then the start here. We're going to come back to those. But then you also have several training libraries. You have training library 1, 2, and 3. And each one of those has dozens and dozens and dozens of training videos that are titled by the, by the content, what it is, okay? Creating the Millionaire Mindset, part 1 and 2, how to do a 3-way call, etc. Okay, so those are kind of self-explanatory. We also have Knolly Success Coaching. Now, right after COVID hit, my business partner Artemis and my coach and I, Artemis, we started this Knolly Success Coaching, and we did that for 6 months to help agents recover from COVID. We opened that up to everybody. So that's the full library in the Success Coaching of all the coaching calls that we had then. And these are powerful, guys. Every single one of them is super powerful. For example, this one, how to not look stupid on video and magnetize your ideal clients in your business. I mean, there's a ton of training like that, right? Then we have a tab called Agent Attraction. That tab has nothing but tons of training on how to attract agents. If you're here and you want to build a big business, around bringing agents to Mentorship Masters and EXP. We teach you how to do that as well. Now, we also have a book of the month. Very important to understand that when you start with Mentorship Masters, you want to, every month we focus on a little bit different book. Okay. So you go to the book of the month and you'll see what we're studying together as a group for our book of the month. Okay. We have virtual coaching sessions, which is another tab with a lot of different, me sitting down and coaching you around different topics. Okay. We have share funnels. Don't worry about that right now. I use ClickFunnels. If you're a ClickFunnels user, you can grab, if you see a funnel that you like that I've created, you just ask Uncle Nolly, hey, Nolly, I want that funnel. I'll share that funnel with you. In ClickFunnels, has an option called share funnels. If you're not into ClickFunnels, don't even worry about that. Just erase what I just said. Just erase that from your mind because it's a rabbit hole. Okay. My inspiration, I have some inspirational videos there, some things that inspire me. My success with listings crash course. Okay. If you want to take my 5 hour or 5 week course is what it is, you can click there and you can take that complete course. All of my tools and resources. So whether it be my different books, your free career test, my goals calculator, I've got training on how to set your goals, along with uh, some handouts and things like that. So that's in the tab called Nolly Tools and Training. And I think that the editable, I have an editable buyer guide and an editable seller's guide there as well in that tab. Okay, bunch of stuff in that tab. Lead generation training. You're like, man, Nolly, I want to generate leads. Well, guess what? I've got right here about 15 hours of lead generation training, okay, that's going to teach you how to generate leads. So if that's kind of your hang up, then you want to go to the lead generation tab and access this library of training here. EXP tools and resources, got tons of them here. Everything from SkySlope training to KV Core training, how to view your cap status in enterprise, how to track down a payment at EXP, if you're looking for your payment, etc. Okay. I've got scripts in here as well. There's a whole tab for scripts. Mentorship Masters info. I've got a whole thing on just stuff that's specific for you guys. Okay. How to design your yard sign. Marketing branding with your own custom letterhead. How do you do that? If you're not reaching your goals, I've got a whole tab on that. You're like, Nolly, I'm not reaching my goals, man. What do I do? Well, I've got a whole training on what do you do if you're not reaching your goals. And there's 6 specific things, or 7 actually, that I teach you how to do to make sure that you're reaching your goals. Live events, a lot of my live events, I record and then I archive these here for you guys so that you can watch the live events at your convenience if you weren't able to make the live event. Um, Also have celebrity agent training. So if you're one of my celebrity agents and that means that you have a big following, maybe you're an author, trainer, speaker, coach, you speak on stage, whatever the case is, this is my celebrity agent training section where I teach you how to create a PowerPoint slide deck. If you don't know how to do that, I teach you how to do successful seminars. Okay, that's my success with seminar training. It's a master class. If you want to go out and do seminars like I've done, maybe you want to become a coach. Well, I teach you how to become a coach in my success with coaching master class. Did you know that you could actually make 10,000 a month coaching, working 5 hours a week? Yeah, you can. I did it for years. So I teach you how to do it step by step. Creating a flagship product. Maybe you have a product that you want to create and sell to agents or other, potential customers and clients. I teach you how to do all of that. See, there isn't a thing that I do that Uncle Nolly is not going to teach you how to do and duplicate the success. It's all about duplicating, okay? So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And then for those of you that are ready to build a team, we've got Group 4610. They're showing you step by step how they built a $100 million a year team selling 400 or 500 homes a year. There's a formula to do it. Okay, there's a formula. And this is a 10-hour training that's going to teach you how to build a $100 million team step by step, every single thing that they've done. And by the way, I think it's worth noting that Andrew Franklin took this training, okay, back when they had it. Was actually recorded back when Kevin Kaufman and Fred Weaver were at Keller Williams. Andrew Franklin, you'll see him in the audience, okay? And now he runs the #1 real estate team at EXP, #1 real estate team in the world for EXP, okay? How many homes do they sell a year? Try 1,600. Let me say it again. They sell 1,600 homes a year with their team. Andrew Franklin went to this training, learned the game, duplicated it, and now he's got the biggest real estate team in EXP. So this is going to be super, super high level stuff for you as well. So, and there's another training on domestic teams. So suffice it to say that there's a crap ton of training in the portal. Okay, there's a lot of training in there. But here's the question of the hour. But Knolly, where do I start? How do I get started? Okay, so everybody take a deep breath. I know I'm covering a lot of ground. Okay, so let's take a deep breath and let's look at how to get started while you're here in the portal. First thing you're going to do, okay, you join me. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the Welcome to Mentorship Masters tab, okay? And you're going to first watch the welcome video. That's a 5-minute video, okay? And there's a handout and some other things that go with it. And then once you've watched that video, I want you to go right to your 30-day checklist, okay? That's your, remember, I'm very methodical, okay? Anytime that I've ever tested out from an aptitude or personality profile, I'm basically an engineer. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm engineering your success for you so that you don't have to think about it. You just have to do what I teach, and that's it. So there's a video here. And then if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, this is going to be your 30-day checklist. So here's what you're going to do your first 7 days. Okay. And it's a checklist. You're going to create a short bio. You're going to get your disc profile completed. You're going to get a pro headshot, and so on. Okay. So then when you get to days 8 through 14, there's going to be some very specific activities that I want you to do days 8 through 14, and including ordering your business card and so on. Now, by the way, we have a Mentorship Masters template. It's not approved in every state. So you got to be careful. Some brokers are a little bit iffy. Texas is the wild, wild west a little bit. So we get away with a lot. But one of the advantages of being a mentorship master is now you're part of our group, you're part of our team. Okay. So you get to say more than 1,000 homes sold, right? Because I've sold more than 1,000, and now you're part. And what it says here is the Mentorship Masters group of elite agents has sold more than 1,000 homes, and we're confident we can sell yours too. Okay. Thinking about selling your home, call me for all your real estate needs. So that is the back card template that you can use on your own business card if you so choose. It's just like if you were to join a team, guess what? Now you can use all the team statistics, okay, because now you're part of a bigger group. You're part of Mentorship Masters. And then days 15 through 30, there are some specific things that I want you to do days 15 through 30 as well, okay, including getting your accountability partner and sending your list, sending your welcome letter, your just joined EXP letter out to your database. And I've got a Word templated letter that all you've got to do is click and get that Word templated letter, and you can tweak it, edit it as you see fit, okay? So that's where you're really going to start in the portal. And then, okay, that's your first 30 days. That's all we've covered so far. There's a couple other tabs here that you can check out. But then, after you've done your first 30 days, I want you to jump right into your 12-step success path. Okay, now your first 30 days should take 30 days. If you've been here a year, you've been here a year and a half, you've been here 3 months, it doesn't matter, and you haven't done your first 30 days, rewind, go back, do the remix, and go back and do your first 30 days. Very important that you go back and do that. Super important. And I put them there in a certain order for success. Once you've done that, you're going to now focus on your 12-step success path. Okay. which is step one, step two, step three, step four. Now, I realize that you've got a life, you've got a business, okay? So I don't want you spending more than maybe 2 hours a week, okay, on this part of it, this 12-step success path. Yes, for the first, for the first couple of weeks, maybe even couple months, your life is going to be crazy. In fact, it's going to feel out of balance. In fact, it's going to be overwhelming to you. Do you remember back when you used to work 2 jobs or maybe 3 jobs? Some of y'all remember that. You remember those days. You used to go, you used to work your full-time job, then you had a part-time job, then maybe even another part-time job on weekends, right? You remember those days. Well, that's how it's going to feel for a couple of months. Okay. But then guess what? Once you've laid the groundwork, the foundation, you're set. Okay. This is going to take a little bit of time to learn and set up, but a lifetime to earn. If you do it right, if you do it right, you're going to pave for yourself, and you're going to create, a success trajectory, and you're going to create a foundation from which you can launch success for the rest of your life. The reason why so many students come to me, they've been in the business 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and they're still in feast or famine, is because they've never set up the right foundation. That's what this is going to help you do. So there's 12 different steps. Yep, like 12-step program. Okay. And when you get to step 11, I've got you doing things like setting up your EXP fast start training. Okay, that can be a little bit intense, but it includes taking every single one of these classes. Okay, navigating EXP roadmap, setting up your EXP business, connect. Each one of these is a fast start, powerful training. Okay, and remember we talked about before. I've told you guys, I want to get you making doctor money. Okay, what's doctor money? Doctor money is making 250, 300, 400,000. In fact, when you go meet with your doctor a year from now, you're going to be making more money than they make. Okay, but you're not going to have to go to school for 10 years or 12 years like they did. My cousin went to dental school for 12 years. 12 years. Okay, just to make the big bucks. Okay, I was doing it within my second year in real estate. Okay, so this is the path that you want to follow. Now, if you get to step 13, that step is all about, hey, what do you do if you're not hitting your goals? Let me say this, okay? Let me say this because I think it bears saying. There is absolutely no possible way for you to follow the success path and fail. It won't happen. I've not had a single student ever to fail that didn't do the work. Okay? That did the work, that did the work. If they didn't do the work, you know so and you guys are committed to do the work, or else you wouldn't be here. So I'm preaching to the choir. Okay, so that is the Mentorship Masters portal. And that's the first thing I wanted to share with you. I got three more things, big things that I want to share with you. And we went through the portal. The second thing that I want to share with you is the EXP Enterprise. Okay, the EXP Enterprise system. If you haven't, and I get it, this is a lot of information, but if you haven't followed the EXP, or haven't played around a lot with EXP Enterprise, I'm going to share that with you right now. Let me see. I'm just checking the chat real quick to see if you guys have anything for me. Um, cool, cool. Okay, Moses is in the house. Bless you, Moses. Uh, Patty Lynn's having lightning and heavy storms, so she might get kicked out. By the way, I just went out and got me just interesting. I went out and got an UPS system so that if my internet goes down, I'm actually still up for 2 hours. We'll see how that goes. So it won't interrupt my Zoom calls, but we'll see. Okay, so just want to check the chat real quick, see if you guys had any questions up till now. If you do have a question, write it down or put it in the chat. We'll get to it toward the end. Now, let's check out the enterprise system. The enterprise system. Now, enterprise is, you've got to log in. So you're going to sign into enterprise. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to get to this sign in screen. And then if you've already logged in recently, it'll probably take you right in. Otherwise, you got to put in the usual, right? And hold on, let me change. And so just looking at all these tabs. So when you jump into enterprise, there's a lot of different information, a lot of stuff here, but I'm going to go through it very quickly. This is exprealty.com. This is our investor relations, press releases. So this is all like, this is like news, stuff like that. The ones you're going to use the most, okay? Skyslope, okay? You're going to use that. If you haven't already ordered your KV core, you're going to want to order your KV core. It doesn't automatically get set up for you. You've got to click on this KV core tab, and then you've got to order your KV core, okay? So make sure you do that if you haven't done it already. Making It Rain is a paid program. If you want to, pay for leads, that's the Making It Rain program. You can read all about that. This is where you can download EXP World, and you can get a guest pass for someone if you click right here. And this is where you can access your stock. Okay, remember, you're going to get awarded stock. There's 5 different ways that you're awarded stock here at EXP. And when you click on your ShareWorks, you'll be able to go directly to your stock account and see what your stock portfolio looks like. There also are resources and education. So right here, you can get what we call the Explore Guide, where you can find a lot of, if you have questions, you can find a lot of answers in the Explore Guide and the knowledge base, okay? And then also we have our education calendar. So if you click on the education calendar, you can see these are all the classes that EXP that we're hosting for you. For example, this is today's classes, guys. Look at this. This is all the classes that we have just today, right? Monday. Then Tuesday, we got a bunch more classes. Okay. Now, when you look at this, you can see that they're color coded. So the blue are going to be production related. Okay, those are classes for real estate agents in production. The ones that are like in this, I don't know, what do you call that? Like a brown, I guess, uh, burgundy. Those classes are Canadian. Okay, for our Canadian brothers and sisters, anytime that's color coded with this color, that's Canada. Okay, with the brownish color. And then the green classes are going to be the ones that are what we call our internal partners. Okay, those are our preferred partners that we have, companies that we internally own collectively. Okay. And by the way, if you're a shareholder, you own these companies just like everybody else. And you are a shareholder because you're here. So this is where you can find out all the classes that are being held, is this tab right here. And then marketing. Yes, we have a marketing and branding center. So if you want to get the specs for our signs, branding, and logos, you can click here on this tab right here. And if you want to go to our merchandise center, you click on the brands. Oh no, my bad. That's the brand store where you can buy stuff. Okay, if you want to just floss. But if you, but the marketing center, this one right here in the middle, that's where you can create all kinds of stuff: flyers, door hangers, postcards, you name it. We've got tons of curated materials for you to create right here, newsletters, and so on and so on and so on, right there. So those are basically what we call tiles. Every one of these is called a tile. And then there's some other things that you can do in here. Like, for example, if you don't like the way your name shows up, like for my wife, for example, her name is Josefina Williams. Okay, but she goes by Josie. So she can log in and she can actually change the way her name um, is uh, is represented. So uh, you go to My Expert Profile, and then you can fill out all this information. Now, make sure that you do this because it's very important that you upload your photo, your contact information. This is how you're going to get referrals, okay? And then you can view your profile in the expert directory, okay? How does your profile show up? When people click on it, does it have your picture? Does it have your information? I got to tell you, I got a referral from a guy, and the referral from an agent out of San Diego. He had a client moving here, and this client loves ClickFunnels just like I do, and they bought a home for, I think they paid 600,000. Since then, they bought another house for another property, piece of land for 400,000. Then they just turned me on to another person that is buying a house through me for 1.6 million. Okay, we already got it under contract. It's going to close in a couple of weeks. So you want to be able to get referrals, and the way you do that is make sure that your expert profile is filled out correctly. Now, if you go to my agent profile, okay, that's where you can, make edits and changes here as well. Let me see. By the way, you could also show, you can look at to see who your designated broker is here in this back end section, um, and so on. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I encourage you to go in and play around with this. But if you have a preferred name, you can key it in right here. So my name is actually Knolly Alexander Williams Jr., but I prefer to go by Knolly Williams. so so that's my preferred name. Now my I could go by Uncle Knolly. Okay, and guaranteed if I put in Uncle Knolly Williams, that's how it's going to show up when people find me online. Okay, so we don't want to do that. but however you want to show up, you can change that as well. So I wanted to mention that. That's the enterprise dashboard. The third thing I want to show you is workplace. Okay, we got a lot of ground to cover. Remember, I told you guys this, a lot of ground to cover. Some of this stuff you guys may already know, but I don't want to assume that you do. It's super important that you are logged in the workplace, that you know how to get here, and that you prioritize. You can have your prioritized groups. Make sure that you pin the Mentorship Masters group. You click over here and you prioritize the group. Okay, and then it goes into your prioritized groups up here. Okay, and then you also want to make sure that your notifications are turned on for our group. That way, whenever Uncle Nolly has a class or training or whatever, you get notified that what we got going. So if you go over here to these three dots in the far right, you can set your notifications. Okay, you can click it to highlights or all posts. Just make sure it's not off. Okay, and then you can pin the group, like we talked about earlier. Pin to your shortcuts so you can get to the group quickly. So, and then also you guys, you're not only a member of Mentorship Masters Group, but you're also a member of Kevin and Fred's community, which is in here. So, I know this is a lot of information, but I just want you guys to know where to go to get what you need. I use workplace chat a lot, like daily. So the easiest way to get a hold of me is through workplace. Okay. So just, kick in a new chat, put my name in, text me if you have a question or whatever. And that way, if it's not something that I personally will handle, I can get somebody in on it to get you the help you need right away. Okay. Um, okay. There's one more thing I want to cover, and that is our training schedule. Okay. So we've partnered with our senior partners, um, which are the Honey Badger Nation. Okay. And which is Jay Kinder, Michael Reese, and a bunch of other people, which I'll introduce you to you in a minute. And you want to make sure that, well, the workplace group you've already got. So you want to make sure, let's go back to the workplace group for a minute, because I want to show you this. At the very top of our workplace group is our weekly coaching schedule. Okay. And Chris is really good about posting every single week. Oh, I don't know if we did. Chris may not have posted, just now that I'm bragging on him, he may not have done it this week because we were off yesterday. But every week the schedule changes just slightly. So you'll get, Chris will typically post, hey, this is what's going on this week with our training. But as you can see, we have trainings on every Monday. We have agent attraction training. Okay. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have a Double Your Business Live. Okay. This is taught by Jay Kinder. Now, who's Jay Kinder? Jay Kinder ran one of the largest coaching companies in the nation. Was earning over $10 million a year in coaching and coached some of the biggest names and biggest teams in the world. Okay. And so now he coaches us. That's what he's doing now. He's coaching us. So here at Mentorship Masters, and anyone that's part of their group. Power Hour, we've got that on Tuesdays. We've got Wednesdays, Expert Mentors Live, where we actually will interview, or John Kitchens will interview somebody that's making at least $250,000 or more a year. Okay. And interview, find out what are they doing in their business right now today to succeed at a high level. Thursdays at 3, we have the NAEA membership training, etc. So there's a lot. And by the way, if you're part of our group, you're part of NAEA, which is the National Association of Expert Advisors. Okay. That's a group that used to cost you thousands of dollars a year. Doesn't cost you that anymore. Why? Because you're part of our group, part of our family, and you get that as an additional benefit. Okay. Um, so the last couple of things I want to mention is that you do have an exclusive accountability partner here. So a lot of times my students don't want to pay $1,000 a month for one-on-one coaching, and I get that. I've done it for many, many years, but not everybody's up for that. So that's why we created our accountability partner program, where you can pick an accountability partner from within the group, and I teach you how to coach each other. Okay, if you're willing to take the coaching training, very, very simple. It's a 15-minute training, and then there's a bigger training that's like 40 minutes, and then you're done. And then you basically, you and your accountability partner are trained to coach each other. Okay. And by the way, that's part of the your first 30 days that you pick an accountability partner. Private VIP retreats. Okay, we're going to have those. In fact, we have one next month when we all go and see Tony Robbins. I know you've already got your ticket, right, for that? Yeah. Okay. Your seller book. Remember, you have your editable seller guide that saves $300 a time. You've got my overnight celebrity success toolkit. Okay. You've got all this stuff, guys. Make sure that you're putting it to use. Okay. How did I take over 1,000 listings in 10 years? Over 100 deals a year for 10 years in a row. How did I do that? Well, I had the right tools to do it. When I came into a listing, it didn't matter if I was going up against 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 agents. One time I went up against 14 agents. Guess who got the listing? I did. Okay. And I make you look exactly like I look when you go into the listing appointment. You just grab my stuff, you personalize it to you, and now you've got your complete toolkit for success with listings. Okay. So that's all part of the program. You get that as well. You get your editable pre-listing package, okay, with all the training around that, which is gonna win you listings, guaranteed. You're gonna win out over the competition. I've got my Success with Listings crash course. We talked about that. Success with coaching. You want to learn how to coach. You want to maybe do seminars like I've done for many years. I teach you how to do that. Your complete success system. You get that as well. All absolutely free. Why? Because you're part of our group. Make sure also that in the portal, you download your success manual. Okay. That's basically a book that I wrote to share with you how to have a trajectory for success as a mentorship master. So you want to make sure that you download that as well. So I know. It was a lot of information for the orientation. Let me see if I have examples of some of the things that I talked to you guys about. I do. So this is the, okay, that's the success manual, okay? And it's got all the different things that you're entitled to as a master, as a mentorship master, here in this book. You can download it. Also Success with Listings, you guys know about this. Most of you have that already. And then Triple My Listings, okay? And Artemis wrote an edition of this as well called the Genius Edition that should be out very, very soon. Okay, so that was a lot of information, okay? Chris and Patty Lynn, you guys can let me know what I overlooked, if anything. And meanwhile, while you do that, let me go to the chat and see if you guys have any questions for me. Was that good, guys? All right, what's up?
Amazing.
What's up?
Amazing.
Awesome, Knolly. Always awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I see we got Grace in the house. We got Noemi in the house. We got Jasma's in the house. Jermaine's in the house. Kimberly. We got Marcia, Paul, Chris. I think I said Noemi already. What's up, Noemi? I see you. We got Hannah in the house. Mark Phillips. Miranda is in the house. Thomas Hutcherson. Roseanne, Diane, Roger Parsons. What's up, Roger? Don and Emily's in the house, and so on. Barbara's in the house. So let me see if Sam is asking about Yeah, Moses is saying Power of Your Subconscious Mind is an amazing book. So yeah, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. That's one of our what we call our book of the month. Let me change my view here. So this is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, and we love this book. So this is one of our book of the month. And then EXP um, Core, what is that? That's Moses. So I think you're asking Moses, what is KV Core? And KV Core is basically a lead generation website, which in fact, it's one of the most powerful lead generation websites on the planet. And you get it by being being here at EXP, you get KV Core absolutely free. So, you do have to set it up, okay? But most people pay $1,000 to, to sign on with KV Core, and then it's $500 a month. Here, it's included in the 85, so you don't have to pay extra for it. So it's a powerful lead generation website and CRM tool. I see.
Moses is one of my brothers in Santa Clarita Valley. He's also one of my friends off of Clubhouse too. So Moses is awesome.
Nice, nice. Welcome, Moses. Yeah, Jasmine says, great refresher. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Jasmine. Glad this was good. Um, let me see if there's any other questions. Oh, somebody passed their mentor training. Is that you, Sam? You became a mentor? Good job, buddy.
Yep.
Good,
KB, I went to EXP Mentor and I passed it this morning. So I'm ready.
You're gonna be an awesome mentor. We need more good mentors, man. You're gonna be awesome. You're gonna be awesome. So yeah. I've known Sam for years and years, guys. He's a great guy, wonderful man, a veteran. I also want to salute our veterans. Thank you guys so much for the freedom that we enjoy in the United States of America. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love what you guys have done for us. My dad fought in Vietnam. Hey, come from a military family, so I went the entrepreneur route myself. But hey, I love you guys. Thank you, so guys and gals. Thank you for your service. Okay, so Patty,
Yes.
Chris, lay it on me. What did I miss? Anything?
One thing I just want to be super clear on, you sometimes, as a new agent, which I did this, I tried to log into Workplace before I had my exprealty.com. So I just want to be clear that when we get those emails from EXP, the links are set up just for us. And then after that, we can log in from a browser, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. So the cool thing about it, enterprise or workplace, is it's all the same username and password. So you don't have to remember a new one for every system. They're all kind of integrated. So in somehow, and so, but yes, you're right. You have to be set up first, and I feel like Chris does a really good job of making sure that the members are invited into our group right away as soon as they become.
Yes.
See, here's what happens. So as soon as you guys join our group here at Mentorship Masters, which I think is the best group at EXP, that just personal opinion. As soon as you join, Chris basically sets you up where you have access to our back end portal, access to all the tools and training and stuff that I offer, and then he sets you up into our workplace group. And then he gets you access to his contact information, Patty Lynn's information, and so on. Because most groups at EXP and at most brokerages, when you join, you just join the company, but you don't have sort of you can feel lost. Okay, I'll just put it that way. You can feel lost. Like, what do I do next? And we want you to not have to feel lost. That's why you can. That's why you have access to Patty Lynn and Chris. But you got to make sure that you're doing the right things in the right order as I teach. Okay. So, any other questions from anybody?
Yeah, just to add, Knolly, for the new ones, Knolly have explained this earlier, but you have to start with the first 30 days. And when you start with that, it will be a breeze. It will be like automatic. And with the business cards, if you have any problems, just contact me because we changed suppliers. So there's some glitches along the way. Just that, but my boss covered everything. Just wanted to add that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and the thing, and I didn't mention that you do get 1,000 business cards absolutely free when you join EXP. So you pay the 149 to join EXP, but then you get 1,000 business cards and you get 20 portfolio folders that offsets the cost of the join. Plus you get your first month 85 covered as well. Okay, so when you join, just so you know that you have access, don't go off ordering business cards somewhere and paying for them. You get a coupon for 1,000 free business cards when you join. So I'm glad you reminded me of that. Any other questions before we go off the air?
The only thing I want to say is piggyback on what Chris said. You covered everything. And when I'm recruiting people, I tell them the portal is Encyclopedia Knolly. Everything you've ever wanted to know from A to Z, Knolly has it in there. And you sure showed that today. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I tried to be thorough and as thorough as possible because there is a lot of information, but I don't want it to become overwhelming. I want you guys to spend no more than 2 to 3 hours. Once you get through the 30 days, spend 2 to 3 hours or maybe 2 hours a week at the most going through the 12 steps. You don't have to do that overnight. It could take you 90 days. It could take you 6 months to go through those 12 steps. It doesn't matter that part because that's your foundation. And guess what? Once I had my foundation in this business, okay, for the rest of my career and basically for life, there's no such thing as a bad year in real estate for me ever. Okay. I've got a closing coming up in a couple of weeks. This is 1.6 million gets my attention. You see, somebody said, Knolly, you working with a buyer? Yes. 1.6 million. Did I mention? And when I saw the $48,000 commission, hey, it's no problem. By the way, this is God's honest truth. And this is how, when you start reading books like The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, okay, this is God's honest truth. I'm gonna get it on recording so you guys can check this out. This is what happened. The guy calls me up. So I got a referral from an EXP agent. Somebody says, well, should I join EXP? Yes. Why? Because we got over 50,000 real estate agents that can send referrals to you. I got a referral. Okay. So this guy's from the first client, I did $1 million in business. That means I made 30 grand. Okay. Now they called and say, hey, my buddy's coming to town and he wants to go look at houses. So the guy, guess how many houses he wanted to go look at? One house, moving here from Boise, Idaho. Okay. And he wanted to look at one house. Well, guess what Uncle Knolly did? I looked it up, checked it out. So I said, hey, James, I said, they got an open house tomorrow and I can go and meet you there if you want to, but if not, you can just go check it out during the open house. Guess what happened? You already know, the story. He went to the open house, loved the house. He said, Knolly, I love it. Let's write it up. Okay. So I wrote it up, sent it to him to DocuSign. Okay. He signed the paperwork. We went back and forth a little bit. Seller accepted. Okay. 1.6 million. My commission's 48,000. I've never met James and his wife. I've never met them in person ever. They live in Austin now, but I've not met them yet. And I've never seen the house that they're buying. Okay. This is how it works, guys. When you snap into the quantum field, the kind of stuff I teach, this is how it works. And I was at my friends that have the pool house. I was at the pool house the whole weekend, didn't have to show a house, didn't have to meet the client. Okay. And I'm still making a nice commission on that one. Okay.
Hey, Knolly.
Yeah, but that's called but you got to lay the groundwork to do that kind of stuff. So with that deal and this other deal, that's $70,000 in commissions that I'm going to earn from one referral source. Okay. That covers my EXP, 16 a month for how many years? Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, I just received EXP agents out there. Watch your workplace. I received a referral from an agent out of state and I was right on it. I got right on it. I'm working with him and his wife. I'm working with the neighbor down the block. I got a new listing and I'm going to get the one across the street from it because I was alert and watched workplace. Workplace is diamonds. Watch it.
I love it. It's right on, man. And this is what I try to teach. And I appreciate you, Sam, for sharing that. Hey, I know we're a little bit over time. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you have any questions whatsoever, hit us up through Workplace. Okay. Most of you have my cell number. You could always text me anytime. And, you know, we're here for you. This is family. Okay. So thank you so much for being part of our world. And if you have any questions, like I said, reach us. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Say goodbye. Let Uncle Knolly feel the love. Come on.
Thank you, Knolly.
Thank you, Knolly.
Thank you, Knolly, brother.
Thank you. Awesome.
Hey, Moses, introduce yourself.
Thank you, Knolly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Amen.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
All right.
hey,
Love
Patty
y'all.
Lynn.
Hey there. Hey, Sam. So happy for you. You're rocking it.
What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark.
What's up, Knolly?
What a
Hey, how's
beautiful
it, how's it
baby.
going?
Mark is in the house. Hey, this is our
Actually, which Mark are you talking to? Me
Philip.
or this Mark?
Mark. Oh, the little Mark.
The beautiful baby.
Yeah, the cute Mark. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Hey,
you.
Is that
That's
mini
me.
Mark?
Yeah. Hey, just real quick, guys. I gotta say this. Mark Phillips, you know, a year ago, I don't think he had a single agent in his group, and now he's soon to be our #1 recruiter for Mentorship Masters. Soon to be #1.
Wow.
Wow.
Awesome.
Congratulations,
man.
Mark.
High five,
Woohoo.
brother.
Thank
Keep
you.
up the good work. All right, we'll
Yeah,
talk
he
soon,
helped me
guys.
out a lot.
There's your baby.
So cute.
Bye.
Hi, baby.
Kitty